brothers, friends, family, and honored guests. It is my pleasure and honor to be with you all today at Middle Tennessee State University. It seems appropriate for me to be with you all here, to have traveled from Georgia to speak with you all, to learn from you all, and to work with you all. For it was here on this campus 5 years ago where it all began for me. 5 years ago, when this was still part of the Mid-South region, when chapters from Georgia and South Carolina were part of this regional brotherhood, when chapters at East Tennessee, Vanderbilt, and Northern Kentucky did not exist. 5 years ago, when I was an undergrad, like most of you in this room right now, I attended my first regional conference at Middle Tennessee State, and it was here that my life path was forever altered. At this conference, I would have my first true experience with brothers from outside of the Gamma Delta chapter. Brothers like Chris McCoy of Morehead State, Brett Wilson and Missy Willingham of Beta Zeta, as well as brothers of Clemson University in Western Kentucky. At this very conference, at this very university, I was inspired to do something more and not be content with just a status quo. At this very conference, I was inspired to take a path that would eventually lead me to Athens, Georgia, and to the National Council of Phi Sigma Phi. But I am not here to reminisce about the days gone by. I am not here to provide a history lesson of the regional fraternity. I am here to speak to you about something that this fraternity has been very passionate about. At the 2010 Grand Chapter in Harrisburg, this fraternity unveiled its Leadership in Action program. Through this program, it has become our mission and our imperative to empower you all with the leadership skills needed to inspire change in all facets of our lives, whether throughout the fraternity or our respective communities. It has been my long personal belief that college students such as yourselves are among the absolute best and brightest across the country. And when I look into this room, I do not simply see a collection of undergraduates engaging in their fields of study. I see the best, brightest brothers who are capable of magnificent levels of change on our campuses, in our chapters, and amongst our communities. And with programs like Leadership in Action, the Alternative Break Project, the Backpack Attack supporting Teach for America, it is this fraternity's hope to help do our part to realize the potential for greatness in all of us here. To be the best and brightest that the world will ever see. But as I stand before you today, there is one question that we must ask ourselves. What is leadership? What makes a good leader? What defines a good leader? Well, I can simply recite a dictionary definition of leadership and spell out all cliches known to man. I do not feel that this would adequately explain my views on leadership. For I believe leadership comes from those tangible and intangible skills and knowledge that each and every one of us has. A black man born in rural Alabama before the Civil Rights Movement came to a head. His rights restricted as a human being, and his opportunities are limited due to a catastrophic injustice perpetrated against the people. Despite this, he refused to be held down. He would go on to join the Army, and in his 26 years of military experience, see Japan, Korea, and Vietnam. He would become a command sergeant major, the highest rank for an enlisted soldier, and better the lives of his 5 children as well as his wife. A Teach for America Corps member takes over as principal at a Mississippi school. While his school is in the state that is regarded as one of the worst, if not the worst, school systems in the country, he tirelessly worked to better his school, better his students, better his community, and better the community in which they reside. His efforts unites the community and inspires hundreds of students that pass through the doors of the school every day. A basketball coach in his first year of coaching at the varsity high school level, taking over an embarrassment of a team that had won no games the previous year. Unfazed, he went on to drive 12 young men to become better than what they thought possible, and in his first year, he led his team to the first winning season in over 20 years. A brother whose passion for the fraternity carried throughout all facets of Foxwood High. Through her knowledge, leadership, and drive, her chapter would go on to receive its first Torsia Outstanding Chapter Award, and the conference would be named the top regional conference in 2010. All of these individuals, through their efforts, through their dedication, through their drive, and through their passion, are leaders, and they exemplify those tangible and intangible skills that define greatness. These individuals, though their accomplishments vary in size and grandeur, have done a great many things that they can be called leaders. These individuals have something that all leaders have in common: the ability to drive others, to inspire others, to be more than what they thought possible, and to do more than what they thought capable. The passion and drive to fight for what they believe in, and to let no obstacle get in their way. And the ability to drive themselves to be better, stronger human beings, and to do something more. The ability that I fully believe that each and every individual in this room has within themselves. When I think of the ability to inspire others, I go back to memories of my high school basketball coach, Andre Flynn. This man inspired us as young men to achieve what no other team had done in 20 years of Fayette County High School. When the year before our team went winless at school, he came in and made us want to be better. He taught us that when the going gets tough, we will need to scrap and claw our way to victory. He made us believe that no one would outplan us, no one would outrun us, no one would outtrain us, and no one would beat us. Most importantly, this coach made us want to win and made us want to follow him. That is what I challenge you as leaders. When you have the ability to make someone want to be better, to make someone do more than what they thought capable, to make someone want to follow you to hell and back, then you have done more than what most individuals will have ever had the opportunity and skill to do. When I think of the ability to fight passionately about what they believe in, I think back to Joe Lordy, principal of Shelby Middle School, and Tiffany Wood, alumnus of the Gamma View chapter at Central Michigan. These individuals fought for something that they were passionate for, not for some sense of accomplishment and self-worth, not for some sense of entitlement, and not for recognition. They fought for the love of their respective causes. In the case of Principal Lordy, he was committed to bring a change to the Shelby community, and most of all, was committed to better the lives of his students while fighting the educational inequity inherent in our public school system. His encouragement of the 2009 Alternative Rate Board members inspired us all while we attempted to do our part to better the lives of the students at Shelby Middle School. And for Tiffany Wood, her passion for Foxwood High resonated throughout the fraternity. When I worked with her on a regional conference project with the National Development Committee, she was eager to learn and contribute. This knowledge and passion was passed to her chapter, lifting both the region and the chapter to great heights. And when I think of the ability to better oneself, I think back to my father, Gerald Williams. He was trapped in a cycle of discrimination and injustice, one of the ultimate injustices that has been placed on people in this country. He did not falter. He saw that he needed to place himself in a better situation, that he could rise above what fate had tried to place on him. He would join the army, where he would serve time in Vietnam and Korea. Not content to be set in the fate of what fate gave him, he fought to build a future that he could be proud of. And that is what I believe a leader does. That is what I believe that we as individuals are capable of. To inspire others, to fight for what we believe in, to stand by our principles, to better ourselves. And that is what I challenge you all to do moving forward when you go throughout this day. As you meet your fellow brothers of Phi Sigma Pi, I want you to learn. I want you to take the knowledge that you acquire at this conference to better yourself, to better your chapter, and to better your surroundings. When you work with Leadership in Action, I want you all to strengthen yourselves. When you go home at the conclusion of this conference, I want you to find out what you're passionate for and fight for it with every fiber of your being, with every ounce of strength. I want you to stop at nothing. When the world tells you to move, when the universe demands that you yield, when all those around you demand that you bend to their own ends despite your best interest, I want you to say, you first. I want you to scrap and plow to better yourselves, your campuses, your community, and your chapter. And most importantly, I want you to take every precious moment you have of every day to learn, to inspire, and to lead. For that is our greatest strength. The ability to learn, the ability to inspire, and the ability to lead. The chance to build our own path to our own future. We are the leaders who aren't simply content with being around when things change, but we prefer, no, we demand that we be the change. Those who make dreams, their dreams come to them, and not simply wait for the good times that may never come. And from Kentucky to Tennessee, there are those brothers who inspire others to do more. From Nashville to Moorhead, there are those who fight for what they believe in. And from the edges of eastern Kentucky to middle Tennessee, there are those who better themselves and build their own future. And I challenge you all to make this true. I challenge you to do more than what you thought possible. I challenge you all to be more than what you thought capable. And most importantly, I challenge you all to make a difference in this world, to make this world a better place as leaders in Phi Sigma Pi National Honor Fraternity. Thank you.